just because you don't. He would literally did everything on his own. I
I
mean, he
know.
was his own man, but he had this family back, like supporting him and all that. But he just kept getting pushed down or being prejudged as Dusty's kid, which that was another whole theme to it. It was just it's insane. It was
Well,
just
and I think that was a part that more people needed to see, because that was something that he touched on even when he was wrestling in high school, that people would be like, beat Dusty, and it's like, I'm not Dusty, you know.
yeah,
And I think a lot of people felt that, the Miz talks about when he first came to OVW, that he got in the ring, it was just like killing it, and they were like, there's no way you've never wrestled before. And a lot of people just believed that because of who his dad was, that his dad was very involved with training him and developing him. And it's the complete opposite. Dusty wanted hands off of him completely. And so I think that's something that a lot of people didn't know, because when you think of a second generation, you think of being taught firsthand by whoever your legendary parent was. And especially since Cody had the luxury, that some people didn't have, like Mr. Perfect and Curtis Axel, have his dad around for when he did start wrestling professionally. So it's like most are going to assume, oh yeah, he probably learned all that from Dusty. No, not at all. Like the treatment that he talks about that the NXT Dusty's kids got is not what he got
no,
at
it's like
all.
he got the complete opposite, but not in a bad way. It was just that he wanted to make a name for himself. He wanted to do it on his own, and Dusty was there to just be the connect,
Yeah, be
to be
his
the
dad.
connect, and be his dad, be his support system, because
Yeah,
the
but like
elements of it.
to be Virgil, like he was Virgil to him. He
Virgil,
wasn't Dusty
he was
Rhodes. It was like I don't. I he's in and I in a way I respect that too, and I'm sure maybe that was his plan all along. Like, okay, if I have a son and my son wants to do what I did for a career, maybe he always planned on like, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be training them. Like, I can help them along the way, but I don't want to be like teaching them everything.
yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he knew maybe it was because of how kids were, like beat Dusty. Like maybe it's because of that too, that he's like, if you want to be a wrestler, you're going to already be looked at and compared to me enough. I don't want to be
I can
more
yeah.
involved to make the comparisons even worse. Because if people knew that he was trained and learned from Dusty firsthand, then imagine the comparisons and the things that people would say would be far worse, because it would be like, it's bad enough that you're Dusty's kid and we have to keep talking about it, but then you also learned from him and you did this and you did that. It's like, it would be
Yeah.
it'd be too much, I feel. And that's why I feel like in a way I respect Dusty for like having that mentality, because I can't imagine it was easy to just sit back and watch your son
No, it wasn't.
learn
No,
a
yeah.
business that you perfected.